Drinking buddies, we are up to round 6 on our weeded tournament. Let's jump right in.
I'm your drinking buddy.
Well, drinking buddies, round 6. So our 5 winners so far have been Old Rip 10, Weller 12, ASW Fiddler, Georgia Heartwood, Maker's Standard, and then Old Elk Weeded Bourbon. So round 6, we're doing something a little bit unique here, and these are all 4 grains, but they all contain wheat in their mash bill. So first up we have this Bardstown Fusion Series. Now I think this is number 5. Yeah, this is number 5. So it is 56% of a standard 4-year mash bill out of their distillery, and then 14% a 3-year wheated mash bill, and then 30% an 11-year standard mash bill with rye from Kentucky, undisclosed. However, since it's being sourced from Kentucky, it's probably Barton. But so there's some older stuff in there, some younger wheated stuff, and they balance each other out really nicely. So it's got some sweet and it's got some age. Next up we have Rabbit Hole. This is the Cave Hill, and it's a really, really unique mash bill. It's a 4 grain that consists of 70% corn, 10% malted wheat, 10% malted barley, and 10% honey malted barley. Non-chill filtered, according to them. Really, really interesting mash bill. It is the only one up here that does not have rye. So it should be, the least spicy. Should have the least amount of rye spice. Should have no rye spice. But it is still a 4 grain. There's 4 grains in the mash, so I did want to include it in this round. Next up we have Smooth Ambler Contradiction, and this is going to be a blend of bourbons distilled in both for West Virginia and Indiana, and it is a blend of wheated bourbons from West Virginia and straight bourbons from Indiana, and the ones from Indiana are supposedly high rye, I believe. So we have a high rye wheater, or high rye from Indiana, as well as a wheater from West Virginia blended together to make this contradiction. And I really like this one. I like this one a lot, and I have included it in blinds at home, not on camera, and I did still like it. So that MGP is really just coming in to bat 1,000, because I don't like the standard Smooth Ambler big level wheated, as we learned from when I just completely hated on the bottle when I did the blind. So sorry, Smooth Ambler, you'll get there. Just needs to be a little older, hopefully. And then last up we have Oregon Spirits. This is a small distillery that makes all their own stuff. It's a 4 grain straight American bourbon whiskey aged 4 years out of Oregon, and it is their own distillate. And not a super fan of this bottle, but hey, you never know what's gonna happen blind. So I say we dive right in, guys. Jump into the first glass. This one's got a young grainy nose, but it's sweet with honey and a little fruit, maybe. It's a little fruity, like cherries. Okay, I like that. That's got a really good flavor. It did smell young, but it doesn't taste that young. It's sweet, it's unique. There's no spiciness on it. I believe that to be the Rabbit Hole. Pro tip on this one, if you have a Sam's Club in your area, check to see if they have this one in stock, because it's about a $60 bottle, but I only paid $40 at Sam's Club. So just if that's this one, I could be wrong. You're seeing right now whether or not I'm right or wrong. But that's really tasty. Not a lot of oak going on, more sweetness, more fruit forward, more honey, cherries and honey, and yeah, it's a pretty solid flavor going on there. Ooh, this one is butterscotch. This is like Werther's Originals, and no grainy thing going on this one. Not much oak either. This just smells like candy. It also tastes like butterscotch. Butterscotch, vanilla, A little bit of a chocolate hint on the end. That's like a candy bar. Yeah, so far 2 for 2 for being really solid. I have no idea what that second one is. Wow. All right, let's go to maybe the Bardstown, because I don't know. I have no idea. Let's go to the next glass. Okay, completely different nose. This one's more oaked. So charred oak and cinnamon on the nose. It's something else I can't quite put my finger on. But sweet. Ooh, okay. So that's peanuts. That's vanilla. Cinnamon. Yeah. It's got a nice finish. Lasts long. If I didn't know better, if I didn't know what was in this, if this was a double blind, I might guess that was Jim Beam because of how much the peanut and cinnamon notes are coming through. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Actually, all three have been really good so far. No weak bottle so far. I think maybe the second one's the weakest, but I won't know until I go through them again because I did really like the second one. So, last glass. Okay, so that smells like maple and grains. So it kind of smells like a bowl of like a maple oatmeal. Okay, so that one doesn't have as strong of a flavor as the others. It's not quite as good as the rest. But the notes are stone fruit, apricots or peaches. It's really stone fruit forward. Finish is not very long. Yeah, I'd like peaches and nectarines. Not a lot of classic bourbon notes on that one. Really unique. I have 4 really unique bottles up here. Not one of them is standing out as being the best right now. Not one of them is standing out as being bad either. They're all solid bottles. I'm surprised that this one didn't stand out as being the worst. So Oregon Spirits, good job. You've made a pretty good product here because you fooled me blind. But let's go through them again. I'll fast forward through these, of course, so you don't hear the same tasting notes twice. And then we'll try to guess which one is which. And then we will reveal which one is the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and label this second glass as my favorite. It's just got so much butterscotch on it. It just brings such a unique flavor experience that I normally only pick up on a rye with butterscotch. Tastes really good, long finish, and it just kind of stands slightly above the rest. This has been the hardest one of the rounds I've done so far because for me, all 4 of these bottles could move on. All 4 of these are really close. It's neck and neck, but I'm gonna give the slight edge to number 2. So the makers of these 4 products, no offense to any of you because it's just barely that number 2 wins. But as far as guesses go, there's a little older thing going on this one, so I'm gonna guess that this is Bardstown. This one I think might be the Contradiction. This one I think might be the Rabbit Hole, and I think 4 might be the Oregon Spirits. All right, so let's see if I'm right. So the first glass was number 3, so the first glass was Contradiction. Okay, so the first glass was Contradiction. We're gonna reveal the winner. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I reveal the winner last because we'll eventually figure that out. The second one was number 4. Holy crap! Our winner is Oregon Spirits. My mind is blown right now. All right, the next one was number 2, so Rabbit Hole was next, and my least favorite was the Bardstown Discovery Series. It's still a good bottle. It was neck and neck, honestly, between all four. But the one that's moving on, I'm really glad to see a small distillery moving on. I know we have the Fiddler Georgia Heartwood in there, but they're sourcing from MGP. It is not a small distillery as far as what they're making. This is produced by this small company. So I'm really, really glad to see this moving on, even though when I tried this blend in the past, I didn't like it that much. Your taste can change day to day. Maybe I'm just in the mood for something that tasted this butterscotchy today. You know, hey, you go to an ice cream shop and you're looking at all the ice cream. Sometimes you're in the mood for vanilla, sometimes you're in the mood for chocolate, sometimes you're in the mood for, you know, mint chocolate chip pistachio onion. You know, you get that one and then you like it, and then you go there the next time and you're like, you know what, I really like that mint chocolate pistachio onion flavored one, and you try it again and you're like, wow, that was terrible. What was I thinking? And you know, hey, your taste does change over time. And right now, this is the best bottle on this table. Drinking buddies, we should have the next round up soon, and I really appreciate you guys watching. We will see you on the next one. Thank you.